How you doing? What's going on? I feel like these are special now because I don't do them every day. Welcome to Daily Fuel. My name is Bobby. Welcome to the replay, and I'm the host of this group. And yeah, this is Daily Fuel. So if you've never been on a Daily Fuel before, or you've never seen one before, what I do is I used to do them every day. That's why they're called Daily Fuel, which made sense. And then I did a bunch of them every single day except Sunday for a couple of months, and then I decided I can't do these every day, and so now I was saying I was going to do them like a couple times a week, but in the last few weeks it's been like one a week. So today's the day. So how you doing? What's going on? If you're watching in the replay, then let me know that you're here. I love to see the comments and the hashtag replays and all of that stuff. So definitely say hello in the comments and heart and like stuff. And if you're watching live now, as I see some people are, you can say hello. And once again, it is not telling me who this is. I really am not happy about this thing because it's not telling. Who is that? Sessions are always special. If you could just let me know who that is. It's supposed to show me your name and your picture. See, Robin's here, and I see that, and I see you. But the first person who commented, sessions are always special. It doesn't tell me who you are. So if you could just let me know who you are, that would be nice. I always send flowers. Thank you, Robin. And so I'm just going to wait a few seconds. I tagged some people, and we're going to start in a minute. But so anyway, if you're joining, then make sure that you hit that link in the description of the live. It says there's an Ecamm link which gives Ecamm Live permission to show me your name and face. See, Jason Perez. See, I know he's already hit that link because I've seen his name and face on lives before. But see, I told you, Jason, you're being difficult today. So Jason and I know each other from college. We were in the same fraternity together, and it's your little B for sessions are always special. There you go. And so he pledged a couple of years after I did, and I was assigned to be his big brother, and he was my little brother. And so, and we're still close, which is nice. So let's get started. So that's Jason. Jason, apparently you're not showing up. So even if you comment in the future of this live, just write Jason so I know who it is, if you don't mind, because other people may show up as not showing up, and then I get confused as who everybody is. All right, I'm going to start. Difficulties are not problems. That's what I'm calling this one. And when I was in high school, I lived in the suburbs on Long Island, and so there was a guy who lived in my neighborhood. He was an older guy. I guess he was in his 60s at the time, and he had this gigantic garage at his house. It was like a 2-car garage with one giant door that spans the whole thing. It was kind of cool. And all the kids in the neighborhood, all the young guys in the neighborhood, this is going to sound weird, but it's not, I guarantee you. All the young boys in the neighborhood would hang out at his house. It's not one of those things, and including me. And what happened was he had this garage set up as a gym, and he would teach all the like high school aged guys in this neighborhood how to work out, and he would, so we would go work out like 3 or 4 at a time of us, and he would have a notebook with all of our stats and everything like that, and he'd like train us and help us and stuff like that, and he was a really amazing guy, right? And one day, I don't remember how this came up. I just remember that he said this. I must have said to him that I had a problem with something, and he said to me, you don't have a problem, you have a difficulty. And I was like a junior in high school at the time, and I was like, what the hell does that mean? Go away. I didn't want to hear it because I had a problem, whatever it was. I have no idea what it was. But that line stuck with me. You don't have a problem, you have a difficulty. And as I got older, I kept thinking about that line. He said it the one time, and that was it. It wasn't like some gigantic moment in a Hallmark card or anything like that. But it stuck with me, and I kind of took it to mean that like problems are this chronic thing that you have, whereas a difficulty is a fleeting moment, just something annoyed you, right? But we tend, at least I do, to see this difficulty, this annoying fleeting moment thing that I don't like that, as this problem now, like my life sucks, and And I think we do that a lot. I do that a lot, but but what I realized on Monday is that that happened to me, and suddenly I have this thing now that kind of kicked into gear and helped me overcome it. So I wanted to share that with you because it didn't just happen. I built this thing. So here's what happened on Monday, right? I wanted to do a daily fuel. I was like holidayed out. I was like ready to just get back to life, back to work. And my father-in-law asked me to take him to the doctor, right? So I was like, all right. So I take him to the doctor. And that just kind of like set the whole day in a weird motion now, because that was not what I was planning to do on Monday. It was the first Monday back from the holidays, and I had this whole thing in my head, like I'm going to just get right back to this and that. And, I wanted to do a live, and I wanted to do stuff on my project and everything like that. So, but now I'm doing this. So I go and I do that, and for some reason I just let it irritate me. Like, why am I doing this? And that wasn't the difficulty. The difficulty came later, because now I just set a bad energy for the whole day. So I do that. I take them. I come home, and now I'm home, but I'm in a bad mood. So I come home and I get the mail. And I open the mail, I'm looking through the mail, and there's a thing in the mail. Have you ever gotten a thing in the mail that you were just like, why does this have to exist today? And so now it was a piece of bad news that I didn't want. Like, you owe us this, right? And I'm like, the fuck, today? Like, give me a break, So now I've got this thing, and now suddenly it just feels like a pile of rocks is falling on my head. Like, what else could happen today? So my neighbor's dogs were annoying, and this person bothered me, and suddenly now everybody was just like, get away from me, dude. Like you're gonna get a mouthful soon. Anyway, so I'm feeling it all bubbling back up. Now, here's the thing. I was able to overcome this and turn the day back around so that it didn't turn into a whole day of crap, and then which leads into the next day, and then the whole week becomes just a week. I was like, no, okay, I missed a few hours here, and this piece of mail is annoying, but this is not the end of the world. I'm going to cut it here and straighten this. What's the thing that's crooked that you straighten? I don't know. I'm going to fix this. So I realized that I had some things kind of in order, in motion already. I already have the momentum of a daily practice. I have a daily energy practice where I meditate every day, and I write things. You see me talk about my whiteboards here. I have whiteboards in my office that I write things on. And I do like a walking meditation where I figure things out for myself, and then I meditate on it for real. Where one of those, right? And I do this every single day. It is like it's my job. If I don't do this, I can't get to anything else, because this is what creates the energy of my life and is moving things in that forward momentum. And it was on this particular day, which is why I think this day was actually a gift, that I realized how important this is. Because without that daily practice, I would not have had the tools in place that I needed to fix this day, and I would have just ended up having a crappy week, right? So that was it. I have a daily practice, and I would suggest, if you don't have a daily practice, to find one. Even if it's 15 minutes of meditating a day, whatever it is that you can do. It could be yoga, it could be walking. It doesn't have to be meditating. It doesn't have to be all spiritual and woo-woo. It can be whatever it is that's your time for your peace of mind and sanity. Now, there's another thing you've heard me say that I do is on every single Friday, I have a mastermind call with my friend Landon Porter. And he and I, we're kind of like, we call each other running partners, where we're, he's got things going on in his life and business, and I've got things going on in my life and business. And we compare notes, and we help each other, and we move forward together, And so this is a really powerful relationship that I have, that I'm very grateful for. And one of the things that he helped me sort of invent very early on, have you ever seen the movie The Karate Kid? Well, if you didn't, here's a spoiler. It's about a kid and he learns karate. And so there's this scene in the beginning where he's starting to work with Mr. Miyagi, his sensei. And he's like, oh, come on, let's learn karate. And Mr. Miyagi's like, okay, yeah, here, take this paintbrush and paint the fence. He's like, what do you mean paint the fence? He's like, so he starts painting the fence, and Mr. Miyagi's like, no, like this, move the hand like this, and move the hand like this, right? And then he's like, now I want you to wash all these cars, and now I want you to wax these cars, right? So he's like, show me wax on and wax off, so he's like, put the wax on like this, and put the wax off with this hand, like this, and you got to do it just like that in all these cars, right? So the kid's getting pissed off now. Ralph Macchio played the kid. Here's a fun fact, trivia. Ralph Macchio lives in my town, which I've never seen him, but apparently he lives in my town. Everybody talks about it all the time. They see him at Stop and Shop. I never have. I've lived here for 12 years, so whatever that means. Anyway, so the point comes where now Ralph Macchio is like really pissed off. He's like, I just painted all your fencing and I cleaned all your cars, and so Mr. Miyagi says to him, show me wax on and wax off, right? And so he starts showing him the moves, and then all of a sudden Mr. Miyagi goes to punch him, and the kid like paints the fence to block it, right? And then he waxes off to waxes off. Sorry, right? He waxes on to block it and kick, right? Now all of a sudden he's doing all these moves. I'm sure you've seen the movie. So point is, Landon and I use this as a metaphor now, where it's like we went through some things together where it was like practice. So we call it wax on, wax off, right? Where the daily practice that I have teaches me how to become this observer in my life, right? Where I can sort of like separate myself from myself. And it's like I can see things happening in my life, and I can just sort of somehow spiritually or energetically just like take a step back and watch myself and be like, oh, that's interesting how I do that, and oh, watch me do that. But I can do it from internally. Right? But I was only able to do that because he and I sort of worked out a way to think about it and then have my daily practice to practice doing it. Because in my meditations, I'm doing that. I'm observing my life, and I'm watching myself go through things. And then I remember to do that throughout the day, so that, as I'm getting on a call with a client, I'm not just letting the call go wherever it goes. I segment intend where I want the call to go. And then if I get thrown a curveball, I don't just respond like a lunatic. I step back and I observe how I'm feeling about it, and I respond that way. But of course, sometimes difficulties get the better of you, right? Like on Monday with me. So here I am, and I get this piece of mail because now I've had my energy just zapped by driving around town and being at doctor's offices, right? And so when the shit hit the fan, I was still able to remember to do my wax on, wax off, right? And to be like, wait, time out. I don't act like I'm not. I have a strategy in place. What do? I don't remember what it is. Oh, wait, I do remember what it is. I have to step back and be the observer. How am I feeling? I'm feeling like I want to punch somebody in the nose, right? Okay, well, what do I want to do about that? So then I have like an emergency protocol to run to. When it's that bad, when I just feel like the world is falling on my head, I shut it down. I'm like, there's nothing I can do. I can't fix this by calling somebody or writing something on Facebook or yelling at something. Nothing that I can do, no action that I can take is going to fix this thing right now. So what do? I just shut down. I took the day off. I turned my computer off. I put on Netflix on my TV in my office. It's over there. That's what I'm pointing at. And I watched a movie, right? And then when the movie was over, I went upstairs and I had dinner with my family. And we hung out and relaxed. And then I just chilled with my wife, and I had a glass of wine, and I went to bed. And that was that. And that was the day. And I was like, there's nothing I can do to fix any of this crap today. These people can keep annoying me, and this piece of mail, we'll figure this thing out tomorrow. Well, in the morning, I woke up, and we looked at it again, and I was like, it's not really that bad. I mean, and spoiler alert, by 10 o'clock in the morning on the next day, we had it fixed. It was nothing. It was not a big deal. And I was like, oh my God, I was acting like it was the end of the world, and it was just this, And so we fixed it. And then, because of that, I had some good news pop up yesterday. Money showed up in the mail that I wasn't expecting. I was like, oh, look at this. Right? So I was like, oh, this is nice. So the point is that I have a daily practice that I practice this every single day, so that if you've ever seen, like, when I was in the fire department, we didn't just, hang out until there was a fire and then go and try to put out the fire. We practiced every day. Well, not every day, but enough days. And, so that when there was a fire, we knew what to do. We knew how to set up the truck because we did it 100 times before there was actually something on fire, And so that we weren't running around like lunatics. We knew what to do because we practiced. Well, the same thing, or in sports, right? You practice before you go to the game. Well, I think that when it comes to life and having a spiritual life, we need to practice. We need to have this daily practice so that when the shit seems to hit the fan, we can realize, is this a real problem? Or is this just a difficulty that seems insurmountable in the moment, but, in a day or a week or a month or however long, depending on what it is, I guess it wasn't really all that bad. And so it just dawned on me as I was doing this that I think Monday was kind of a gift day to now be able to say this to you guys and to hear me saying it and to feel it and to really understand. I was like, I really turned this week around, and it's only Wednesday, so I'm kind of psyched for tomorrow. Anyway, I'm going to go to the comments. I saw a paragraphs go by a minute ago, and I see a few blank things here. Oh, man, this is a lot of blanks. That is really obnoxious. All right, I'm here more or less. I don't know who that is. I'm sorry. Am I showing up? Because I did show up today. I don't know who that is. Is it Kelly? Is it? I don't know. I don't know who it is. All I see is gray things. This is really aggravating. You sound like you're in a cave again. Really? I haven't changed anything. All right, Mott the Hoople. All the young dudes carry the news. I don't know what that means. Difficulties here, and I don't know who that is. Robin is laughing. 2021 is a 5-year. Is this right? Expect change and learn to flow with it. Deal with it and learn from it. Okay. I don't know who that was. I'm learning to be able to turn it around. Guys, do me a favor. Write your name. Just write your name, colon, and who, and then see what you say, because I don't know who anybody is. And now I'm mad again. Oh, that's funny. I'm learning to be able to turn it around, laugh it off, and refocus. Whatever we end up doing is what we were meant to do. Yes. Ooh, Bobby, this is a long one. All right, I'm going to go out on a limb and guess this is Kelly, but I can't hold it back. So the false belief is this. If I am experiencing a difficulty, it must be because I did or am doing or am being something bad or wrong to cause that to happen. The false belief. Yeah, okay, right. That was the key word there. False belief. All things cause and effect. Law of attraction and all, right? But no, that doesn't have to be true. Sometimes the difficulty is a blessing in disguise. Oh, you know what? I meant to say those exact words today, and I forgot. So thank you for saying that. Yes, a blessing in disguise. A lesson we can learn or remember or be prompted to share with others. Sort of like the difficulty is actually the universe using your difficulty as an opportunity to teach a whole bunch of people. A really beautiful thing. Thank you for that. And thank you for reminding me of that. I'm assuming it's Kelly, so Kelly, you get the credit. What do you say? What do you call it? I was listening to an Abraham thing recently, and Abraham Hicks, and somebody was talking about this, like a crappy day or a thing. And Abraham said, wouldn't you say that things always work out for you in the end, right? The guy's like, yeah, actually they do, right? Even when you're going through something bad, in the end it works out fine, and maybe your life is even better. Like, we're still breathing, So, and that's what they said, is that, so there can be nothing bad that happens to you. Everything is a blessing in disguise. It's up to us to take that step back and observe it and be like, what can I learn from this? How can I grow from this? What is this teaching me? Or in the case of the thing from the mail, it was something that I had ignored a while back. And truth be told, even though I ignored it, it was still kind of like, kind of buzzing in my ear, buzzing in my head in the back. Like, was that a good idea to ignore that, or should I have taken care of that? And well, here was the prompt that, maybe taking care of that would have been a better solution than ignoring it. So, okay, so now it's taken care of, because it was easy to take care of it after all that. And now I don't have this issue anymore where it was just a clearing of energy. And so maybe that's a clearing of energy to allow new stuff to come in, because literally, It did cost me some money to fix the problem, but I got more money in the mail the very next day. So I was like, okay, so, so that was fine. Robin says, Robin, you always show up. Usually it's not the piece of mail, but something deeper that you aren't aware of. Yeah, probably what I just said. And if you were to write out all your pissies and then you get it out enough to calm down, to figure things out, and then you feel better. Yeah, from my therapy it works. In my humble opinion, it just works for me. Yeah, this is what I meant by daily practice. Daily practice for me is writing stuff and then meditating. It could be something completely different for you. But whatever it is for you, like for you, Robin, it's that. And it's great. But I have to do it. I can't skip. I can skip a day or 2 days, but then I start to feel like, oh man, I gotta get back to that. If I skip a week, I'm lost. You do turn red. I'm guessing that's Ray. I feel like I know you guys. I might be all wrong, but I feel like, wow, I really know these guys. This one's this and this one's that. And then I'm going to read them later and be like, oh, no, I was wrong. This is self-mastery in action right here, folks. Oh, thank you, whoever wrote that. Robin says, before I make phone calls, I write bullet points to cover or questions I want to ask. That's good. That's good if you're going to get on a phone call and you write down what you want to remember to say or something. That's great. It's like what I do before my lives. I don't wing these things. I sit down, I think about what I want to say. I write some points so that I remember to say them, and that works for me. Hector's here. What's up, pal? How you doing, man? I just got home, lay back in quietness, turn off the world, and be my own therapist. Oh, I just go home. Yeah, right. It says that. I just go home, I lay back in quietness, I turn off the world, and I be my own therapist. Perfect. That's how you handle it. Hector says, Robin Murray, that's a good one. I have to try that. Cool. And then grayed out person, I don't know who this is, says, because every day is a practice. Every day is the game, and every day is the practice. Yeah, every day is the game, and every day is the practice. Oh, I wish I knew who said that. Well, I don't know, so I'm just going to steal it. That's a really good one. Every day is the game, and every day is the practice. That's really profound. I like that. Yeah, that was really good. I don't know who said that. Anyway, Robin says, what helps me is to just do something simple. Just the act of doing Anna. Okay, so for me it's to do nothing, just watch a movie or something like that. But for you it's to do something. So maybe you just need to get your hands busy or your brain busy or something like that. Again, perfect. What I'm not trying to say, guys, when you're having a bad day, do nothing except watch Netflix. That's not the answer. That's my tactic that works. The strategy is have a plan for what you're going to do when you have a day like that. And the trick is to remember to do it. And the way that you remember to do it is to have your daily practice so that you're practicing doing it every day when the shit isn't hitting the fan. And then when it does, and it's game time and the building's on fire, the fire department reference I made before, you know what to do because you practiced. Robin says, what helps me is... Oh, I read that one. Robin, mad again. Grr. Robin, you don't have to write your name. It says who you are. Ray. Thank you, Ray. Take it easy, furry little being. We are here whether you see us or not. Just hear, read our words, and know that all is well. Okay, thanks. I appreciate that. Aruna. Oh, Aruna's here. Hi. How you doing, man? Hey, Bobby. Great to see and hear and share your gifts. Light always shines in the dark. Yes. Right? Thank you. Appreciate that. And Ray, you are so good. You are so good. Thank you, Ray. Appreciate that. Bobby, no, Ron. So thank you, writing my name. Anna is here watching you, but you skipped over her. Perhaps you can't see her. Oh, did I? You know what? Who? Did I? I don't. Oh, 2021. No, I read that one. I don't know. Did I skip? I think I read all these. I'm sorry, Anna, if you're here. Anyway, how are you? It's nice to... Well, I don't see you, but anyway. It kind of stinks that when it doesn't work. I don't... It just... It kind of it's like a... for me. And for you, it's no different, but for me. Anyway, so Anna... Oh, Anna... No, that's Aruna. Anna is here watching, but you skipped her over her. You know what? I didn't see one from Anna, so I'm sorry about that, Anna. She was just above Hector. Oh, just above Hector? No, that's you. This is so right. There's Hector. Anyway, I'm sorry for everybody. No, Hector. No, it wasn't there. Sorry. I don't know where it is. Anyway, this is Kelly. Wow, I'm going to watch this with 4 more times. At least a few of those times with a notebook. Oh, okay, cool, thanks. This whole thing seriously helps me get my life together. Oh, thank you. I'm glad that this helps you. It really helps me. You know, it's funny. It helps me so much, and it didn't dawn on me how much it would help me to talk about this until I was halfway through my spiel. Robin says, I'll take a screenshot to show you. Okay. Jason, so I was not being difficult. I know, dude. I was teasing you. I was being an obstacle. Oh, okay. Yet, I found that in life I had been an obstacle. What? To myself. I found that in life I had been an obstacle to myself. Once I realized and worked on this, energy changed and life went for the better. Good. Yes, I know that. I need to get back to this practice daily and work past this holiday slump. Yeah, do you guys feel like the holidays are like a weird thing? I kind of felt like, I don't know if this is just me. You know, being self-employed is a strange thing. And then, you know, holidays have typically been like the holiday season, the December from like Thanksgiving to December has historically been a time in my business where like things will slow down because I'm in marketing and people they're like, oh, we're going to do that next year, you know, and stuff like that. And so in the early days of my business, it just seemed like maybe I had 1 or 2 years like that. And then I just expected it to be that way every year. And I feel like to this day, I still carry it through where you know, you start getting excited that Christmas is coming and all this stuff. And as soon as New Year hits, I'm just like, oh, I'm just so done with this. And I realized that I was kind of on an upward swing before the holidays, but now I kind of feel like I was on a swing, right? You know, have you ever been on a swing at the playground and you jump off and in that moment when you're just flying through the air, and like, you know, like I felt like I was there, you know, and I was just like, but I want to land on a trampoline and bounce up, you know? I just feel like the holidays kind of mess with my head a little bit. And so then I put so much pressure on myself. Like if you remember, I'm realizing this now. If you remember at the beginning of this live, I said it was that Monday, the Monday right after the holidays. I was getting back, and I had because it's like I did it again. It's like it's going to be an epic day, and I'm going to just like grab the world, but you know, and life is like, nah, no, you're not. Right? Well, you are, but not the way that you think. You know, because I still had a great week. But it didn't go the way that I planned it to go. I thought it was going to be, I'm going to get to work and everything's going to be amazing because I'm awesome, right? And it's like, but the universe is like, okay, you can have an epic week, but it's going to be this way, you know? And it throws this thing in my face, and we have a choice. We can either go, oh, that wasn't what I wanted, and just the whole thing falls apart, or we can say, oh, that wasn't what I expected, but let me see if I can work with that, and oh, look at that, I can. So there's that. More things. Jason, I read that. Hector says, this holiday was a bit stressful, and I think the holidays are too overrated. Yeah. Robin says, when I said I do something, I mean like doing the dishes. Right, that's what I thought you meant. Like doing something to keep yourself busy. For me, I literally need to just go and zone out. And doing the dishes or something like that. And when they're done, I feel a little accomplishment, which calms me down enough to tackle another thing that I was avoiding. Good for you. That right there is perfect. That tactic wouldn't work for me because I would want to throw the dish out the window. But that tactic works great for you. Maybe my tactic doesn't. The strategy is the same. I am having a bad moment. Maybe it's not a horrible life. Maybe it's just a difficulty in the moment. I'm going to go do that thing I do to calm down and relax. Mine is watch a movie. Yours is do the dishes. And yours, somebody else, could be something else. Yes, says a blank person. Let's do a live about channeling through this depressive after the holiday slump. We all feel it. Do we all feel it? Okay, because I can do that. Robin, on that Monday when you see great expectations, it sets you up. Okay, yeah, totally, right? You just... There's something about being an artist and being a law of attraction person, right? That we just feel like I can grab the world I can grab the bull by the horns. The world is my oyster, right? Except, do we get too cocky about it? Like, do we expect that it's just going to be smooth sailing, or should we expect there to be bumps, but the bumps are actually boosts? I don't know, because I would prefer a smooth upward road that just went right to, my beautiful house and my cars and my perfect body, and right, we all want that, right? Or some version of that, whatever it is for you. But there's those bumps along the way, and do we expect that we're just too strong to avoid them? And then when we hit one, we get all pissed off, like, I suck at this? I don't know. I'm thinking out loud. Sorry for that. Robin says, throw the dishes out the window. LOL. Laughing, not last. Yeah, I got it. Okay, I'm gonna go, guys. What time is it? I gotta go pick up my daughter. Okay, she's at work. And all right, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I really, really appreciate it. Hopefully, Ecamm gets its act together. I've upgraded it, but it's still showing me. But I don't know why some people are blank and others are not. Wanting the smooth uphill climb, wouldn't we all? Yeah, of course we would. And a blank person. You learn to accept the bumps because they are part of the whole experience. Kelly. They are part of the whole experience. And I think it's part of this game that we're playing here on life, right? In life. Life, if we think of it as a game, that's what Landon and I do. We think of it as a game. And, I think I'm going to do a live on this a different day. But here's a teaser, right? I was thinking of this the other day. If life is a game, and I am the player, I'm playing me, right? So I am this source energy spiritual being, but I'm not like some source energy being that's separate from me. I'm me, right? Playing this game. And if I were doing that, or if I were going, if you don't like game, maybe it's on a trek, on an adventure, or I'm going on a vacation, or whatever it is, right? If I were doing that, me, if I, Bobby, were doing that, I would prepare for it, right? I would set myself up. If I were going on a trip to be in this game and to show up here on this planet, I'd have packed a bag and I'd have put all the resources in that bag, and I know how I would have made it for me to get it easily. And I haven't been doing it that way. I've been doing it the way other people around me taught me to do it growing up, because that's what they were taught, and that's what they were taught, and that's what they were taught, and that's what they were taught. And how did I get off on this? Oh, the bumps, because it's part of the whole experience. Yeah. So anyway, that's a teaser for a different live. I'm sorry, I didn't have a place to go with that, other than that you made me think of that. So all right, I'm going to let you go now. You may leave. Okay. Thanks, guys, so much for spending time with me. I really appreciate it. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time as soon as I can. Thank you so much. Bye.